Hi, this is Rabbi Andy from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina. This is the 15th Pearl of Elul, meaning that we've made our way to the middle of the month of Elul. Tonight, as the sun goes down, it'll be a full moon throughout our regions, assuming that it's a clear sky. And the teaching that I want to share today comes from a Rabbi J.J, Dardik, I believe from the Oakland area, who looks at the verse that talks about when Moses comes down from Mount Sinai. It's supposedly Yom Kippur day, and it says that his face is beaming, and you probably know that that has been misinterpreted throughout history. You can read more about that in the passage that we're sharing today as our teaching. You know, there's a really interesting teaching that's connected to this that says, well, where do those rays come from? And it says that when Moses was done writing what needed to be written, Moses took the excess ink and poured it all over his face. And think about that, right? If you were to have some sort of paint on your face, you know, whatever it is, you know, the moonlight or the sunlight, it would look as if your face was reflecting. And what can we learn from this? First off, Moses was probably one of the greatest, the most read authors of all time. Think about how often the Torah has been read in history. But, you know, here he has finished writing the Torah, and he has extra ink left over. So much ink that he can pour it all over himself, all over his face at that time. And the teaching that goes with this says, think about that for a moment. That even someone who was as great an author as Moses still had leftover ink at the end of the writing of Torah. I want to think about that for our own lives. What does it mean for us to have leftover ink, to have leftover energy, to have leftover things to say? Do we ever finish writing what it is that we're meant to author? What does this also mean as we begin a new year? Maybe there are new things for us to consider, new ways that we can dip our pen in the ink, and new ways for us to go on. You know, as one of the things that it says in this passage is that Yom Kippur reminds us, and this time of year reminds us, that it is never too late for us to reach deep within ourselves and to find ways to continue to write our stories, ways to continue to grow. So I hope that resonates for you as we're getting ready for the high holidays. And if there's a message, or if there's a like, or if you'd like to share this, go for it. We always love to hear from you. And again, send our best wishes and blessings.